All right, folks, welcome back to Couple Movie Watchers with.
Ryan and Anna.
In today's video, we're going to break down the top 10 movies. We got Batman returning to the top 10 or still in the top 10, top three. We got movies like Uncharted, new movies like BTS. But before we get started, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
Mm-hmm.
And Anna, are you ready to break down our top 10 movies this weekend?
Yes.
Are you ready to talk about Batman? Are you
Yes.
ready to talk about BTS?
No.
Are you ready to talk about Uncharted and
Yes.
Spider-Man and more? Okay. Sorry to BTS fans. All right, let's jump in the top 10 movies. Coming in at number 10, we got the movie
Scream.
Scream. Came in at number 10, making $445,000, which is a dip of 23%. Still holding on strong. It doesn't want to leave that top 10 spot. It was number 10 last weekend.
Mm-hmm.
It's still there, barely hanging on by a thread. In
Mm-hmm.
total, making a little over $80 million in 9 weeks. Not too bad for the Scream franchise. Look forward to see more Scream movies in the future. Love it or hate it. Coming at number
Mm-hmm.
9, let the people know what it is.
Jackass Forever.
This is a movie, another legacy movie, blockbuster that people enjoy. Uh, it made $1.1 million at the box office this weekend, a drop
Mm.
of 23%. In total, it made a little bit over $56 million in 6 weeks. And this is a movie we talked about last weekend because you actually seen it, right?
Yeah, I saw it.
And let the people know, love it or hate it, or in between.
I'm in between.
So it's a so you could probably wait and watch it at home.
Yeah.
This movie was number 7 last weekend. Now it's number 9,
Yeah.
so it's still
Still in the top 10.
still in the top 10. Probably best to stream it. All right, coming in at number 8 is
Sing 2.
yes, it's a drop from number 6, but man, Sing 2 is still holding on at the box office, making $1.58 million this weekend, which
Mm-hmm.
is only a dip of 3%. Which is great. This movie's, I believe, is on streaming as well, so you can watch this a number of different ways. In total, it made $155 million at the box office in 12 weeks. And I
Mm.
know Disney's probably kicking herself in the head, releasing a movie. What was it, Turning Red?
Yeah, Turning Red. Yeah.
Straight to Disney Plus. That it probably would have did a lot better at the box office if they would have just released it in the
Well, yeah,
theaters.
like I would have wanted to see it in theaters.
Yeah,
Because I saw the trailer and I really like that one. I want to see it.
yeah. He was like, "Oh, I want to see." I'm like, "What?" It looks
It's a
interesting and stuff
little
like
kids
that.
movie.
You know what I mean? Disney got to take them risks, man. You know what I mean? You
Yeah,
got Sing 2 killing it. And I think this would have been a great time for them to release just a strong
because I
straight to the
think that
movie.
movie looks really interesting. I feel like people would want to go watch it in theater.
Yeah, yeah. I think they've definitely been slacking on their Disney movies. I think, they
Mm-hmm.
released Soul on Disney Plus. They released Encanto on Disney Plus. I think Encanto was a day and day release, but
Mm-hmm.
I think they're watering down their Disney products when it comes to Pixar and stuff like that because people are going to become accustomed to just watching it at home. I think they are, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We're going to watch it soon and see if we
Mm-hmm.
like it or not. But coming in at number 7, we have a new movie,
Wow.
Shaheen. We probably butchered that. Sorry for that. This movie made $1.86 million at the box office this week. We've been seeing a lot of new movies in the top 10, specifically like Hindi Indian films.
Mm-hmm.
They've been popping in here. You notice like in the last couple of weeks and stuff, so or
Yeah.
even months, I should say. And this is a Indian period romantic drama.
Mm-hmm.
Make In addition, it has a 7.3 on IMDb. So go ahead and check that out if you have it. All right. Coming in at number 6 is Death on the Nile.
It's still up there.
Still up there. It was number 5 previously. This movie made $2.5 million, a
Mm-hmm.
dip of 7%. In total, it made $40 million. Still got a long way to go to make back his money for the production, which is about $90 million. This movie would definitely be another loss, but hopefully it can make it up on the streaming in the back end. It's not going to hit
Mm-hmm.
90 million at the box office. All right, coming in at number 5, we got what?
SpiderMan No Way Home.
Spider-Man still swinging into action. It was number 4, still holding it down in the top 10 after 13 weeks, making $4 million at the
Um,
box office. This movie made $4 million in total. Made almost $800 million at $792 million. So Spider-Man is definitely kicking butt, doing really well. Man, this movie made nothing but amazing money.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you have those cameos, man. It's like a song, you do a remix to a song, you have some cameos, put Drake on the beat,
Nostalgia, man.
nostalgia,
Nostalgia.
put Jay-Z and Drake on the beat or something like on a new song,
Mm.
or Beyonce, you know, you're guaranteed to win. All right, coming in the top three, we got
Dog.
Dog still in
No,
there.
we thought it was
Oh
4.
no, this is number four. Out of the top three, we have Dog dropping to number four with $5.3 million. I'm just so excited to talk about the top three movies.
Yeah, I can tell.
This movie made $5.3 million, a dip of 13% in total. It made $47 million, just about to crack that
Mm,
$50 million mark, which will probably happen next weekend.
damn, making
Channing
money.
Tatum is good at these like off-ball movies, not so much as a action superhero.
Yeah.
Uh, so coming in the top three, we have a new movie called
BTS
Permission to Dance.
Permission to Dance. I
This
didn't
is
even know they were coming up with a movie.
I didn't know they were coming up with a movie. I guess this was like a live viewing they did for like their concert type of thing. So I think
Okay.
it's more so like a live concert that people went to go
Like
watch
behind the scene kind of thing.
at the movie theater or
Mm.
something like that. Yeah, it was kind of hard. Yeah, it's just a live viewing. This actually did really well, $6.8 million at 803 movie theaters, and it was in about 170 markets. So each movie theater averaged about $8.5 thousand. So it's kind of like a concert
Mm.
film. It even beat out the Batman in 55 locations, they say,
Wow.
and was number two in all the rest. So this did really great business for this particular group. I think the kids they love these boy bands. You haven't
Mm.
really seen a big boy band since I guess the Backstreet Boys, the
Insane.
the NSYNCs, the Boys to Men, the New Editions. There's not. I can't really name a lot of
There's also
uh,
One Direction
One
and
Direction
Five Sauce.
or whoever else. Yeah, you don't really.
Whoever else
Yeah,
you
I
think.
can't really think of any big groups like that in the modern era. So I think BTS is kind of like a throwback. A Korean group that's actually a throwback to the old school uh
Boy bands.
boy bands and dance.
Mhm.
Which tend to do good for like young girl audience. So
Mhm.
it was really big in LA, San Francisco, Dallas, Houston, Chicago, Toronto, Sacramento.
Wow.
So yeah, it did really good in all those places. Um, yeah, so let's move into the top two. These are movies we know more of, and that is Uncharted. Still at number two. Tom Holland is doing his thing with the Batman. No, Batman. Tom Holland is still doing his thing with the Spider-Man in Uncharted series. Imagine if he was Batman too. Oh man, he would
Damn.
have been killing it, but no. Uh, he did
But
his.
I know what you're excited about.
I
That's
know,
for
right?
sure.
I just want to talk about Batman, all right? So we're getting there. So Uncharted made $9.25 million in total in 4 weeks. It cracked 113 million. It had a dip of 17%. So it's doing still pretty good. Tom Holland has another franchise under his belt. He's gonna. I think he should just stick to franchises, known commodities, kind of like that action adventure. I think that's his sweet spot.
Mhm.
Movies like Chaos Walking and whatever else he played in, no one really cares about. He needs to be in. I know Chaos Walking was supposed to be a franchise, but he needs to be like kind of like that action adventure type of
Mhm.
franchise,
Mhm.
and that's where he needs to be at. All right, so coming in at number one is no surprise. In the second week is Batman, the Batman,
Mhm.
making $66 million. It's a drop of 51%. Not too shabby. In total, it made
$238
$1 million
million dollars,
in
yeah.
2 weeks at the domestic box office. But if you take away the previews, is only a dip of about 41%. So that is really, really good. The 51 to 41% is a really good dip for the second weekend. The Batman second weekend is better than Disney Marvel movies, for example, which can post an average second weekend decline of about 63%.
Mm.
and it's ahead of some other DC movies like Batman versus Superman, which had a 69% dip. Movies like the Justice League, which had a 56% dip. The Dark Knight Rises, which had a 61% dip, and The Dark Knight at
Oh, that's
53%
good.
dip. So overall, the dip is definitely a lot better than some of those other big films. Overall, is approaching 400 million worldwide, uh, for a little over 400 million worldwide. So it's doing really good. By probably next weekend, it'll probably crack that 500 million mark.
Mhm.
So it's definitely going to be a $500 million movie franchise. The question is, can it get to a billion? We'll see. It still has a long way to go worldwide to crack
It
that
is the
billion mark.
second week though.
Yeah, but it is the second weekend, and it does have a really good hold, which is very promising for the
Mhm,
future
mhm,
of this franchise. Everybody I talk to, they love it. The only thing is, they do say a lot of people love the Dark Knight more, which is understandably, but you got to realize it's kind of like the first in a trilogy of the films.
mhm.
So I will compare this movie
So it's
to
like a prequel kind of thing?
no, it's a brand new one, but like basically you had like you had the Batman Begins, the Dark Knight, and Dark Knight Rises. That was the trilogy.
Mhm,
You had the Michael Keaton, you had the two films, then you
mhm,
had those other Batman movies in the middle. So I would say this is the first movie of the beginning of a new Batman.
mhm.
So you always got to look at that a little bit differently.
Yeah.
So I compare this movie more so to the Batman Begins,
Mhm.
even though it's kind of like a new take. So it's like a new reimagining of the character.
Yeah.
So I would compare it to more so something like that. And you got to realize this is not like the happy-go-lucky Spider-Man No Way Home. This is more like a dark adult film, more like
Mhm.
the Joker and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
like the Joker that recently came out. I feel like it kind of has that
That
type
vibe.
of, yeah.
Which Joker actually cracked $1 billion worldwide. So
Mm.
once they introduced Joker in this film, I think that would definitely crack a billion. They doesn't gel so much, even if it's a
Mhm.
brand new Joker. But yeah, that's the top 10 movies at the box office. Let us know if you've seen any of these movies. And thank you for watching.
Thanks
Once
for
again,
watching.
don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Share the video. Until next time, we out. Peace.
Bye.